one last video here by Memories. Now this is the resort of Memories Varadero. Literally facing the direction I was coming, and I want to do one more video here before I leave. This is the resort I was in back in January 2023, so over a year and a half ago now. And you can see there's such a change. I just came from over there, about a 5 or 6 minute walk, maybe on the edge of the resort from where I was standing there earlier. It was maybe 100 feet. So it was literally a 5 minute walk, 6 minute walk to the end here, maybe like another 2 minutes, 3 minutes from the start of all these seating area, umbrellas. Very cool, right? Like literally they're only from one end to the other here, maybe a couple 100 feet. One last video, and I am going back. Well, that's how quick it is to walk down this beach, literally minutes away from resort to resort. And you can see the huge difference in the beach itself, actually, for some reason. And you can see that this beach is actually much farther back, hence the fact that there's less damage on this beach. All I think Valentin needs to do, literally, is probably cut up some of the tree line a little bit back, a tiny bit, and well, I don't know if they can add sand, but they can definitely take sand from the ocean and add it to the beach and make it a little bit better. But water comes up and damages the beach. Unfortunately, that area is a little more tighter, just because of you can see the shoreline is a lot closer to the ocean itself. So, but there's ways they could probably look at maybe improving it. That'd probably be the only thing. But further back there, like I said in previous videos before, there's a lot more rock in there, so they'd have to add a lot of sand to cover up all that rock. And as the ocean comes in, it does drag away that sand. So how long that would last is probably not very long. Because one good storm and all that sand's gone. And they'd have to do it again, which, well, that's part of life, right? They have to redo it again, like any time when there's a storm. They fix it and they go on with life, and until the next time, right? So this is a 3-minute video, but I'm stopping there. But there is ways they could potentially do it if they chose to do it. It would be kind of a good idea, honestly. Cut out some of that shrubbery on the end there and maybe make it more of a beach if they chose to. Again, they'd have to do a lot more effort. Okay, we're just over 3 minutes on this video, but they would have to, yeah, cut out that line of trees just a little bit to add more beach, but they'd have to dig it out right under the ground, get all the roots out, and add a tiny bit more land for the beach, and then add sand to the top parts. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Ciao for now. Hello folks, one more video in regards to Memories. So you can see where there's a guy back there straight ahead. He's actually walking to Memories. Now I don't think he's a part of, I don't know where he's from, if he's from here, which is literally right here. I'm kind of at the beginning of the end of the resort here. But he's walking that way. I think he's been just walking back and forth, maybe, I don't know. So that's Memories literally way back there. You can see, I think you can see, it's kind of hard to see with me. Where that guy is, they're literally right there. And then there's a little, I'm trying to look at my camera here. There's a little seating thing there. That's like the start, a little bit past the start of the Memories Resort. Literally from where I'm standing on the edge of Valentin to there is probably about 50, 60 feet, roughly. 120 feet from this, well, at least 120 feet from that little volleyball thing. It's got to be over 100 feet. Anyway, doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for listening. I just wanted to show you that last little bit for one last video at this point on Friday morning, the 13th. Friday the 13th, by the way. Anyway, ciao for now.